Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pro League. Only the best players can make it here, depending on how they rank up in our leaderboards. A little bit of action to start off. In the blue color, we've got Psychicwizard playing as Pavium. He's going with the Harvester and Extractor and burning them out right away. On the other side of the map, Hero Absolution will be bringing Yap Yap to the table. In this tournament, we have a 285-pound prize pool, so not bad at all, I would say. Wait, is actually Psychicwizard gonna be in a little bit of trouble here? Hero Absolution bonking him on the head, but Psychicwizard doing a good job getting at least that mini base. The other one gets stolen. I mean, just Yap Yap things, right? Nothing too surprising there. The little cannon fodder might be able to get a steal here, but Psychicwizard has more money. He doesn't have... Oh, he does have a sensor tower, but he's also sending a grunt. And Hero still steals it! Oh my god, that feels so bad. A donator for this tournament was Blinks, by the way. Huge shout out to Blinks. So that's an extra 35 pounds for the prize pool because of him. Thanks to him. Fantastic. Players, I'm sure, will appreciate that. Yeah, this is a single elimination tournament, guys. Not double elimination like usual ones. Like, Pro League is real cutthroat stuff. There's no mercy here. And you can see off the bat with these two high-level players going at each other. Both of them are in our A tier in our provisional rankings. Provisional rankings mean that you leapfrog the other guy when you defeat them. So if Psychicwizard defeats Hero here, he's going straight to the top of A tier. That's number 5 in Hero's case. Psychic is, I think, at number 12 or something like that. Yeah, all it takes is one victory in a tournament or show match environment. Well, a whole match, not just a single game. Then the top 4 are the S tier players. They are the actual big boy pros. They're not allowed to play in our Rising Star League. Everybody else is. The A tiers, they're kind of the top guys of the Rising Star League, though. They're expected to win that, but they're still allowed to play in Pro League. So that's our little system. Anyways, Brutes versus Brutes, but these guys got Grunts on top. And the Grunt Riders are what makes the difference, apparently. I'm a Grunt. Love these things. They're so strong. Hammer Brutes can't really beat them. The Power Gloves are OP. And I think they're gonna get into Psychicwizard's base with him having essentially no defenses. His Brute ran over the mines as well. He doesn't have turrets. He does not have choppers. He does not have suicide grunts to deal with these things. It's gonna be very, very troublesome indeed. I think Hero Absolution has got a great start for himself. If he even brings in a methane wagon, it would be over, but that's third point stuff. I think for third point, rather, he would be getting beam or turrets. I think it's gonna be turrets in this case, the shade turrets. I say third point because he used the double surprise party, right, already at the start. So his points are taken up there. Extractor will be going down. This rush has been immensely powerful. Suis are coming in to clean up. They also get mined, however. The Extractor should still be going down, and the shade turrets are putting on so much damage there. I'm not sure this can be stopped, ladies and gentlemen. This is brutal. Yikes. Burnout still producing at least a little bit of power, but with Hero Absolution just having all the mini bases around the map, you have to remember he's actually at an economic advantage right now. Back home, he's getting a second power extractor. No surprises there. Yap Yap can afford that kind of business. Man, these poor suicide grunts having to explode into 3 units. Like, you're doing no damage, but you're giving away your life. That is big sad indeed. Chopper will be putting a stop to any of that, obviously. The mini base of heroes might actually go down thanks to this Brute on the high ground. Pyro Extractor should still go down, even if it's extremely slow. It will happen eventually. There is the Grunt Rider group still coming. Oh, Hero will just buy back the mini up top. Psychicwizard really trying to get that sensor tower up, but it's once again too late. How unlucky is that? Twice. in the same game that happens. Oh, good point, chat. Where is Almirante? Where is Almirante? Like, if Almirante and Aatrox come back, that S tier will be so extremely contested, it's not even gonna be close. We might need to expand it to 6 players in such a case, but I think it will be fun to watch the players fight over it. Good hit with that suicide grunt is just not enough. Oh, it's also detonating the mines. Imagine if the mines did friendly damage. That would help. Psychicwizard's really trying here. He's got burnout level 2. He could technically afford it, but I think that Pyroctractor is dead, man. Hero Absolution not struggling with resources at all. He's got fine income back home. Oh, by the way, all those free harvesters are upgraded. He's getting a 3rd power extractor. And he's got mini bases. He's getting a 3rd base. Psychicwizard is on the brink, ladies and gentlemen. There's cannon fodder all over his base. He might be able to clean up the minis now, but Hero no longer is trying to take down his main base. He's just happy to transition to tier 2. And he drops in the rest. But tell you what, that suicide grunt did a good hit there. And maybe Psychicwizard can still stop this, but it's a big maybe. The brutes are coming home. I still think Hero will be very comfortably transitioning out of this into tier 2 play. And then he shows up with some Rangers and Marauders. What can you possibly do being stuck in tier 1 like this? Psychicwizard is having a very bad time. Meanwhile, this man is just building everywhere. Yeah, you can already see him preparing for the double War Council business. Obviously, Psychicwizard will do everything in his power to try to stay in the game and maybe make a miraculous comeback happen, but I think this one is too far gone. Hero is playing super well. Oh no, we got the offensive GG from Hero Absolution. He knows it's old Ogre. I mean, it's the 2nd set of Shade Turrets. So, there is that aspect. This man can do this all day. Welcome to game 2. Psychicwizard will be going with Arbiter pretty much as predicted. It's a standard for Rift, there's no surprise here. It's a very defensive map that plays into his properties. Hero on the other side going with Colony. Could be a good counter. There's a much stronger path to 5th point, maybe even 6th point. I would give Colony the advantage over Arbiter. But the later the game goes, the stronger Arbiter gets, and it definitely becomes super troublesome towards the end with mass phantoms and the like. But if anyone can hold their own, it is Colony. That Goliath drop with that Hero. A lot of potential, definitely. Let's see if Psychicwizard opts for some kind of 2nd generator already, or if it's just... He's not populating these mini bases, right? So I have to think it's a generator play. He's just grabbed these to not be rushed by Goliaths and stuff. Arbiter obviously more powerful in tier 2. Anytime now. There we go. Same for Hero Absolution. So it'll be a little bit more peaceful, I suppose. It might still be a tier 1 Hero grunt play for both sides. Yeah, that's what it seems to be. No reason not to do a double gen in the Banished Mirror matchup. You won't be straight up winning anyway with such a strategy, so might as well get a slightly bigger economy first. And then Hero quite slow in this second mini base, but I mean, he was faster with the gen, right? Those are the small little differences that you get out of this. Making some skits, and then probably this will be the one to make the Hero from to reduce walking time a little bit. As the Hunter Captain just has to kind of waddle. Oh, we didn't do a bet, did we? Let's set that. It's a Harvester. So Colony goes straight tier 2 here. Looks like it. Just chops and skits. Chops and skits are still a pretty good answer to grunt play. But with the Arbiter around, it's not that easy to pull it off. Obviously, with really good kiting, you can keep the choppers alive for super long, pick off a huge amount of grunts, just generate yourself resource advantages with that. Oh, Kaboom's in the chat. We needed the Colony fan in the chat, so that's good. In fact, we need to have some Kaboom Super Turtle casts at some point. I hope Kaboom can play in the next tournaments. That would be great. Well, there's the Arbiter. Let's see what these guys can do about the choppers. One thing I'd typically advise players to do facing this is engineer support for the grunts. They'll reduce incoming damage by 40%, right? And heal up any damage done. Now let's see if Hero is gonna be... Yeah, he's not gonna upgrade these choppers, so he'll face a little bit of pressure with not too much to resist it. Raid camps are coming up. But I didn't prepare Hero or anything like that. Even though he does have the resources, he doesn't have detection. And I think the Hero and the Grunts could actually destroy this base were it not for the possible engineers coming out. Now we've got engineers at home. It is distracting the Grunts. Base will be fully healed back up. But some choppers are getting picked off very nicely there. Of course, chained rams can buy a lot of time. Third point will be coming in shortly for both sides. It's a much more important one for Hero as he can drop in his colony drop. I think that could soften this attack a little bit. And there's a grunt. It's easy to pick off, but if moving, that wasn't the best way to move. If moving, you can dodge a lot of the shots at least. But you can't keep changing directions because the speed will be lost, right? Plasma Bolt was good. Took out an engine, not an engineer, a chopper and a ranger. There's more of that coming. There's a colony drop, hoping to defend this space, but I think it might not be happening. Psychicwizard still in tier 1, but on the way to tier 2. He's adding in a bunch of enforcers as well. Once he's tier 2, he can upgrade his Arbiter as well. He's currently leeching a little bit of life from the Goliaths. You can see the grunts, by the way. Their base is definitely going down. And then these guys can still grab a bunch of kills here. Stasis Mine will be back. Ooh, the Arbiter is so low. Here comes the wiggle. But is it enough? It is. Psychicwizard gets out with the Hero alive. Beautiful. Lots of the grunts will be regenning also. This was a really good hit. Now, how's our colony looking though? Skit Elite Rangers and Mass Elite Rangers actually supported by a little bit of Marauder action, would be pretty good. But meanwhile, Psychicwizard can just capture the power nodes. He can capture all these resources scattered around the map, which he didn't pick yet up. Even Hero leaving behind a little bit of that. Could be useful. Look at those weak grunts there. Such good targets for the Rangers, man. Imagine, guys, if there had been a Hunter Capitano supported by some engineers. I'm sure that base gets held. Psychicwizard trying to get a third power extractor. Holding the base should be absolutely no problem. Again, you want the Arbiter upgrade here, right? Unfortunately, Psychicwizard does not have a building to... Oh wait, he does have the War Council. Where's the upgrade then? He's got the money. Because that hero alone could solo all this, let me tell you. Hero doing a good job recapturing the power nodes. Things are as they should be. He has the map control, so why not? It's not like the grunts are coming over to retake him. Not against those Rangers. Although Psychicwizard has some Rangers off his own now. This is a 4th point drop. Arbiter is about to get his upgrade. He's gonna heal himself on the generators and he's gonna drop in his enforcers, which is gonna be super ugly for Hero, as his army is just not here. They're out there capturing power nodes, but yeah, this drop alone is gonna start to heal up our boy. A bunch of Rangers come home. The Arbiter does need his little rage mode in order to siphon health more. Much better if he's attacking. Oh, look at that. The enforcer just got absolutely picked off by the skit. That was insane. Now Hero gets to rebuild the power extractor. I think Psychicwizard forgot that this guy siphons health during the rage mode. So, yeah. Look how fast he's gaining health. And he didn't use most of that time. Could have just stayed. A bit of counterattacks. The colony drop doing some work on the back mini. Psychic has his army around, so I don't think there will be too much trouble defending the main or anything like that. Reavers might be a little bit in trouble, but with 2 Rangers around, the army does have to respect this a little bit at least. You could drop in some mines. Oh, Plasma Bolt actually hitting the Marauder. That's surprising. Anyway, that does mean that he gets out. There's no slow. And Hero Absolution with his 2nd base gearing up. I'm not sure he'll have the resources in time for a devastating host drop unlocking. He might play into combat repair instead, as kitting this base out would take some resources. Can certainly upgrade the Harvester, but yeah, Hunter Capitano and his upgrades are gonna be expensive. Some grunts coming out as well for Psychicwizard to try to retake the power nodes, but the Rangers are on the job. They're gonna stop it. Goliaths is still going. Nobody chased them out. Good time to use the ability to heal up. By the time it's back, Hero's army might have crossed the map. So timing would work out nicely for another use. Psychicwizard might be overextending here with the double expand, especially when you have to face devastating host. I think you do want at least a few hunters out. The ranger count is definitely there. He does have the population upgrade, which is great. Maybe some upgraded turrets. Not the worst idea. Yeah, with 100 pop, I think he can hold even Devastating Host. It should be fine. Hero actually chose not to upgrade the base in order to save up faster, I guess, for the drop. Capitano got upgraded, not population. So Psychicwizard does remain ahead for now. Okay, RB's back in the fight. The hero's in 2 places. Oh, the Burke hit squad. But there's skits in there. They have some respectable anti-building damage. It's not nothing anyway. Okay, Hunter Capitano taunting the army. We've got the elite enforcers coming in. I don't think it will save the base though. There's no stasis. Oh, the engineers are late as well. And once again, Wizard is just gonna leave, letting the... These Goliaths are gaining value, man. He's letting them stay alive for so long. And trying to... Oh! This boy just walked over the mines. Wow. Lucky. Lucky to get away from all that. That was quite fortunate indeed. There's a lot of focus fire coming in. There's not a single Reaver here for Psychicwizard, but it's enough to cut through the BS. As he takes the Hunter Capitano down. Psychicwizard super rich. He can go tier 3. He can use his leader powers anytime he likes. Hero Absolution is broke. Did he drop in something? I think not. He spent money on a third generator and now a shield gen. He's actually defensive here as Colony. The hit squad isn't able to get anything done under the shield. Obviously, that's not happening. Psychicwizard floating 4,000 resources, but he's just not losing units. That's a large part of that. Therefore, you should spend better, but I think Hero is just in too much trouble at this point. He's about to lose his forward base. The other one did complete, but he can't populate it because he doesn't have money. No money. Once again, the Arbiter is getting focused, but all the damage on him is honestly wasted. He will just use his ability again, and he'll be back to full health in no time. Ah, the Goliaths are back. That's a perfect opportunity to heal up again. Come on, RB. Come on. There we go. At least a little bit of healing. Can leave all this behind. Maybe get a Hunter or 2 out. Tier 3 is in. And we should be seeing some Wraiths and maybe Phantoms. Okay, just Phantoms. No Wraith business. I still maintain a Reaver or 2 wouldn't be bad. A Mass Wraith absolutely demolishes the hero. While also being able to handle the devastating host drop. It'll rebind that base, man. I don't like the Phantom into the Skit Reavers as much, but as long as there's Hunters, it should be okay. Stasis Mine detonates, but the boy gets teleported out while stasis. Why not? Ooh. Phantoms are upgraded, by the way, for transport capacity. You can put 3 boys in. Oh yeah, RB at tier 3 gets the big reflect bubble. plus some crazy stats to go along with it. This is the part where you should be really worried about Arby just diving your base by himself with an unfortunate drop with some triple plasma bolt and nonsense like that. We are getting in that territory, but he's still going with the boys. The whole crew is here. Hero's base will melt in seconds. Okay, the engineers are gonna buy like 5 more seconds. Huh? Okay, that took longer because he was moving. Anyway, stay away from the Reavers and everything will be fine. That's the strat for Psychicwizard. He's maxing out on Phantoms. Eventually he'll get his population upgrade. He's getting infantry upgrade first though. Not in as much of a rush to get to 120 pop. You can just wait back home. Oh, the Devastating Host is in. Did he give the others the worm? No. The Skid Reavers didn't get the worm. That's unfortunate because they get extra range from the worm, right? Let's see if this drop can make a difference then. Definitely want to drop your drop on vehicles. More Phantoms coming, ladies and gents. There's no engineers with this crew. The hero has up to 100 population here. Could drop in his Goliaths to 8. And here they come. The base is cloaked. So once the Reavers are toast, once the engineer... Sorry, the Ranger is toast, it's all gone. Locust is already deleted. Won't be the easiest to target down the Reavers though, because you can't micro units inside the Phantom. Either way, seems to me that Psychicwizard is going for the kill everything else first strat. But now with the Hunters out, they are shooting down all these vehicles. There's no more damage and Hero isn't able to really make a dent. Psychicwizard is gonna win game 2, making a series out of this. Very nice, especially after that first game. That's got to be cathartic to him. I'm happy for Psychicwizard. Let's see what else he can do. Game 3, Psychicwizard, blue color, Anders. The other side of the map, Hero Absolution, red color, Shipmaster. Now Shipmaster is really the pick for Frontier. You just get such easy control over the middle of the map. You have raid, your vehicles are gonna be fast. You can even capture, you go ghosts, you have a safe and secure tier 1. You go Suicide Grunt and you can deal with any UNSC infantry plays, but Anders has cheaper upgrades, right? So she can very easily afford all the things you could possibly need. Snipers, Marines with grenades, Spartan. It's all doable within the scope of a double generator play. Unless, of course, you get rushed. That could be troublesome. But then you have shielded turrets. So yeah, Anders is really good at pulling that kind of stuff off. We're gonna see an early Spartan build order. And more mini bases for Psychicwizard. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. The armory, typically with the generator third build, should go on the mini base though to line up the timings. And you know what? Hero might be in a position to steal more minis. Or just get all of the minis, in fact. It's getting vehicle shielding. And then you can just make ghosts. Make ghost, make win. That's the strat. He's got 5 mini bases. Oh my god. So yeah, the tip for Psychicwizard here is armory goes on the mini base, the first mini, and they will line up in terms of power and everything. And you gotta sort your pathing out in the way that you can grab the second mini base easily. Because there's no way even Banished should be able to get 5 to 2. It should be maybe 4-2. Sorry, 5-1. It should be 4-1 worst case scenario, but even that should be hard. Lots of Marines are out, but we also have 3 Jackrabbits, and there's more coming out. Which is gonna be nice, but when you face a ton of shielded ghosts, that's gonna be a little difficult. Hero has fewer ghosts for the moment, but once his production really kicks in, and let me tell you, he's getting a lot of upgraded harvesters right now. Whereas our Anders player has to upgrade the Spartan and all that. The ghosts just avoid him. And everything should be Gucci. And the Jackrabbits nearly cleared up in the back. They are upgraded. Hijack's getting researched. More rabbits are on the way, but the numbers are just not going to be very high. The ghosts are already looking to engage that Spartan before the upgrades come in. There's only one upgrade, no, not multiple, but anyway. We are seeing a little bit of a wiggle, and there's a jump, but there's no mine follow-up. I'm not even sure the Spartan gets away from this. Without the Jackrabbit support, the ghosts can do whatever they want. And whatever they want includes getting that Spartan for sure. Okay, loses one ghost but trades into a Jackrabbit. This is a fantastic victory for Hero's first fight. And guess what? The ghosts are fast. They can decapture. They can do more than the rabbits can. The rabbits can only decapture, but the ghosts can actually do the capture itself. More of them coming soon. He's even using the weak one in order to do the power node business. The rest can just go and fight over the mini base. Who's gonna get it? Psychicwizard clicks first. That's good news for him. Picks up a ghost, but it's a trade. A 2-for-1 trade in Hero's favor again. Maybe you don't want to hit the main, but there's no turret, so I guess it's not that bad. Spartan's out though. That's the turret. 3 power nodes behind this. That's like almost a generator. Heroes making 5 ghosts at a time. 14 of them at the moment against just 9 Jackrabbits. Psychicwizard is doing his best to pump up those numbers. And as Hero approaches the population cap, Psychicwizard gains a bigger chance of catching up, because once you are at top cap, you obviously can't go further. The other guy just gets closer. Unfortunately, it coincides with 1000 power, and Hero is just gonna go tier 2 and transition out of ghosts into some better counter to the rabbits. Not that this isn't gonna work already. Looks to be doing very well. The Spartan stuns in, but once again, there's no follow-up leader power to make use of the stun, and the ghosts just absolutely overwhelm the Jackrabbits. They didn't even have a chance. 50 population against 36. The Spartan's low on health. I don't think he can run. I don't think the Jackrabbits can run either, or wheel their way out of this. Yikes. Look, so many of them staying alive. If you're a Hero, you can choose to either trade them against the buildings now, or just go heal and come back later. But I think you have the momentum. You take down that turret while it's building. The shields aren't active until the building's done. So, yeah, this is great news. The shields are back on the ghosts, however, even though they were fighting, the shields will still recharge as long as they're not being shot at. Classic Halo style. The Hero can do whatever he wants at this point. Douglas is coming back, but Psychicwizard's hard stuck in tier 1. With the 2 power nodes working for Hero. He's even getting a 3rd generator. He's adding in a foundry. Not much else. Maybe a hero from Hero. That's the follow-up we could expect. Taking down the generator will make this a 3 generators and 2 power nodes versus no power income. And Shippy Mac ship face drop is coming in as well. The drop turret will glitch it a little bit, but not too much. Very lucky there, actually, for Hero that it didn't get glitched more. The engineers will be out repairing all the damage. The drop turret shouldn't be lasting too much longer. After which we can go for the buildings as Hero. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is it. Psychicwizard probably has to resign and move into the next game, which could be the last if he's unfortunate there. Once again, a good Spartan slam, but no follow-up. I think you have to go mines to make this function. It just doesn't work without it. Spartan's going down again. Even if you go mines, there's so many ghosts. Like, you just shoot the mines, right? The man in the blue, Psychicwizard, is on his last life, but Decimus might be one of those leaders that can turn this around. Let's see what he can do with that. On the other side of the map, Hero Absolution in the red color, bringing Jerome to the table. Certainly one of the leaders that can safeguard a lot of the lighter units against the Warlord pull ability. Just get Mastodons, stick the units in. Not gonna be losing your snipers against pulls anymore. Of course, the Mastodons themselves are still susceptible. On this map, it's really important to get the outer mini bases more so than the middle one. Psychicwizard's opting for the middle because he's banished. He's expecting to be dominant in one spot, but you know what? UNSC grabbing the outer minis, going for a Jackrabbit style strat, and getting the Time for Heroes boost could go a long way. But Psychicwizard actually ends up getting all the minis. Heroes pathing, more focused on clearing this power node and taking a little bit of resources from around the map rather than setting up the minis. Could backfire. We'll see. But you do always have the powerful push potential towards the middle from getting fewer mini bases, so maybe that can be taken over. That's one of the factors here to think about. We're not gonna have an early hero. Instead, it's gonna be Jackrabbits and their upgrade. Let's see how prepared Psychicwizard is gonna be. I think when you have more bases, you can just go grunts, get their mine upgrade, get Siphon, and you should be overall good to go. Maybe even Siphon and Vortex. EOD showed up, but it's too late. Closest I told him he can't drive home because he's disqualified from driving home. Love it. Oi! Magnetic mines, new lethal power. Okay, didn't work on that guy. The rabbits are doing a really good job for Hero here. Good micro picking off that one chopper. Siphons used, and these guys are just gonna run out of that buff effect. Later the rabbits can come back for another round. Maybe picking off a grunt or two. Psychicwizard's opting for the choppers, which, you know, they can definitely hold their own even against the buffed rabbits. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of the additional brutes. They get picked off very easily. The extractor's already getting sieged by the rabbits. It's not that they do a lot of damage, right? It's just that if they have enough time and numbers, then they can get this done and destroy an extractor. Not in one go, right? They might as well wait for that third point. It's not far away now. Just get up here, kill the brutes. pick off some reinforcing units like that one chopper over there. Slowly gain leader power points and then engage when you have third point and drop the big bombas on these guys. Maybe even just the mines and sitting on them would do the trick. The choppers forced to retreat. They point away their guns. Half of them aren't even fighting really. And the jackrabbits meanwhile getting another 2 kills. Off we go to the generator and hope that the choppers actually run over these mines on the way there. Either way, Hero Absolution will have the big trash dump. The generator's coming up back home at the same time. That's the second generator. Psychicwizard's only extractor is down. And now the harvesters are getting attacked. Even that will go down while the jackrabbits are about to start healing. This is great news for Hero. Not so much for Psychicwizard. Because the rabbits can just leave, right? No problem with that. Oh, that was a great ram picking off 2 of these guys, but... well... the macro picture is still not looking good. Hero's even expanding behind this. Look at the greed. It's the right use of greed. This is very fair. Super chat from Nathan Robinson. Thank you so much earlier for that. Missed it for a second, but appreciate it nonetheless. $5. Well, $5 is $5. Oh, the mines! The magnetic mines! That's a vortex. Ooh, a lot of the rabbits are gonna get it here, actually. Siphon's ready, but that's not many choppers to benefit from it. And we've got a ton. An actual fleet of jackrabbits. Oh, the magnetic mines! No way! He ran over them! Oh, no, 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 not like this! Psychicwizard, no! That's it, he fell into the abyss. Rest in pepperonis. Holding on to dear life, but there's not much life left. Even got a mastodon. That's not gonna do a lot, but hey, it's here. More magnetic mines getting dropped here. It really looks like it's gonna be Hero Absolution versus Maximus coming right up, guys. This is the end. GG should be called any moment. Should be seeing the trash dump and maybe the double turret drop on Psychicwizard's base. There's no way he's got anything else coming up. Sitting there in disbelief right now. Here's the victory turret. The magnetic mines again. No. Alright, well done, Hero. GG. Better luck next time to Psychicwizard. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.